Good morning. So here we are. I've actually done this. I'm going into my second week now. Like I say, I'd done it for a year, pretty much without missing many days. I can't remember if I missed any. So it feels good to be starting up the morning reflections again. So yesterday, which was Sunday, I had a tarot class to give. And I thought, hey, it's going to be a 2-hour class. So I combined two different PowerPoints, two different trainings that I have. One on history and one on intuitive reading. And it kind of like the Three of Cups. 1 plus 1 equals 3. So I'm still on a high of spending 3 hours of teaching tarot yesterday. It was really fun. I really, really enjoyed that. I do readings every Thursday, 5 to 7 at Laloon Metaphysical. And that's where I did the class. And yeah, it was a really good bunch of people. Felt really good just to be able to talk tarot with that many people. So looking forward to doing it again. I started a Maryland Meetup also. MarylandTarot.com. It's a Meetup.com group. So we're going to have our first meeting coming up here in April. So excited about that also. So sitting here and it's like, all right, on my high, but I'm going to relax my shoulders. Remember to take a breath. Listen to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. Time to do that reflection, do that check-in. It's that daily inventory. So that maybe if we go through the cards today and we see something, maybe it will help us to keep from being triggered during the middle of the day when we say, you know what, I did a daily reflection and this card popped up and I knew I needed to relax because I knew something was going to trigger me today. I just didn't know what. So it's nice to be able to be prepared for the coming day. Even if it's just by relaxing and focusing, whether with tarot or not. So, again, we're breathing. Listening to the cards like they're the sounds of the ocean. And just clearing our minds so that we can just let that intuition kick in. So here we are. I'm going to make my 3 stacks. Each one of these a different thread going out to the universe. Each one of these is a different conversation, a different thought, a different path, different web right here, and each thread stringing out. And if you believe in the multiverse, each one of these is a different path because this conversation is going to be different from this conversation. So we're going to choose one conversation and we will not know what the other conversations may have led us today. But I'm going to go with what's right on top, what's right on the surface. Sometimes what's right in front of us so we don't even see it. And I haven't used this deck in quite a while, and it was always one of my favorites. But when you put something away and you just don't look at it for a while. So we start off with the Queen of Wands. So queens are the element of water. Wands are the element of fire. So this is somebody with creativity. It's about being. It's about us or who this may be talking. Court cards can be us, can be somebody else, could be situation. But this is about creativity with passion. This is about really putting an effort and fire into something, as well as our heart. And then we have the Five of Wands. So again, wands, fire, creativity, passion. When you have, like she has here, she has the one wand. It's starting something. 2 wands, you're making a decision. 3, it's almost like an arrowhead and you're moving forward with it. 4, like the table legs on a chair. And things are nice and stable on that table until somebody has to throw that 5th wand in there and throw things off. So that's what's going on here, is that we have the Queen of Wands, and then something is throwing them, something off balance. And that's not good with the Queen of Wands, because you mix fire and water, you get steam, you get bubbles. And then you get anxiety. So without flipping this over so far, queens are about taking charge. And they are about putting our heart into something. And we want to get something done. We want to get something accomplished. We know that we need to. But then with the 5 of Wands, we have that conflict. It's not a physical conflict with people with wands. It's when you get into one of those conflicts where whoever yells the loudest wins. You know what I mean? It's about those differing opinions. So the Queen is set. We're set. We know what we need to do. Why does this have to turn into a discussion? Why is it that somebody has to say it's my way or the highway? Why does all that have to come in? Because we're trying to accomplish something and we get the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is traditionally called the anxiety card. Swords are mental. Swords are the element of air and thought. And so when you get the 9 of Swords, that's a lot of swords. I mean, if you're trying to carry that much weight, if you had 9 swords in your hand, you would know what it is about how just physically difficult that is, because it's heavy. Well, imagine if that's mental. So this is the advice card. And it's the 3 of Cups. So this is telling us how to handle the situation today, or the situation that might be coming up to cause us so much anxiety. 3s are about growth and coming together. It's almost like let's each of us take one of these cups and have a toast. It's like it's saying for today, I know what needs to happen. The disruption comes in. We have a choice. We can either let that discussion just throw us completely off the rails, all that anxiety, or we can take a breath. We can come together and we can change that situation. So for today, it's about making the choice. Are we going to jump into the fray and help create all that anxiety? Or are we going to take the advice of the cups? Cups are spirituality, cups are emotions, cups are feelings. Cups with this card are about, you know what, let's come together and she's the Queen. She says, let's actually put our hearts into it. Let's have a heart to heart. We don't need the wands to prove our point. Let's use the cups to prove our point and avoid all the anxiety that this wand will give. So again, this could be, when it's a court card, they are gender neutral, could be male or female, it's just the energy. So this could be us, or this could be somebody that we know who, for whatever reason, wants to start that fight. It is now our responsibility, because we know what's going to happen. If we join the fight, if we join the fight, then that's our part in it. Because we know the cards today said that's not the way to handle it. If we handle it with the wands, that's the anxiety. Today, taking responsibility for our part in whatever's coming up today. And so, with that, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Amazing evening if it's nighttime or coming up to nighttime. And I am going to be here again tomorrow, it looks like. I might be building up a pattern here. I might be committing to actually keep doing this. Especially when I get something like this, it just reminds me. Because actually there's also something that has got my anxiety going on. And, I've been trying to do it by myself. So that's the conflict also, is that I've been trying to do it by myself. And it just works so much better if I say, you know what, let's do this as a team, because I have no idea how to figure this out. So, with that, I hope, again, you have that amazing day or evening, and I will see you tomorrow.